Yo, 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 what up, everybody? We're back with another episode of the Bully and the Beast podcast. It's your boy Twerk, aka Angelo.
Your boy Wax was good with y'all, man. Peace.
Yeah, we back for another week, man. Wax, what's new with you, man?
Same old. I mean, I'm breathing. God woke me up this morning, start me in my right mind, give me use of my limbs, and see no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil. Doing comedy nights on Thursdays at the spot, which is dope. Just had another teen party. Instead of Fridays, they're doing it Thursday nights now. Getting a place together, put my pond together. Getting some things together at the spot, man. It's like actually seeing the vision come true is like playing Monopoly by myself. Creating my own board. And I mean, it's great. Other than that, just playing, praying, trying to get stronger to get better with God every single day. That's all.
Yeah, but isn't
What
it
about
isn't it weird like being like so secluded from everything, bro? Like, bro, you just I mean, you probably have friends and shit down there, but like, damn, I feel like everybody's up here, or no, or I'm bugging. Are you just out the way?
No, I got family everywhere, man. The great thing about Wax is Wax everywhere I went through. That's why they say never run your bridges everywhere you go. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know when you might have to go cross that bridge again. And everywhere I go is always open arms, always everybody always show love because any position I'm always in, I always show love, regardless of where I'm at. And people love if I can't even ask nobody for something. They be like, what, you? Like all day long, you know what I'm saying? Because they just know how I am. So, being secluded is great. I love it. I mean, place of peace. And that's what you can't even pay for that. You can't even pay for peace. That's
So
what I
you
have. I have peace. Like,
so you're just a country boy now, huh?
yeah, four-wheelers, you know what I'm saying? I just got off one, you know what I mean? Boat life, and creating something that I could get my own bread off is like I could say whatever the fuck I want and I could just, like do whatever I want to do. And God's blessings, I'm building out a church right now. That's really, really blessed. Um, it's getting everything together. But I think being isolated God set me down in this season to, think and get ready for the next season that's coming. But I'm coming back. Coming back. I just right now I needed this time, I had to go ahead and regroup. Sometimes you got to do that.
You're
Can't
coming
do that with
back?
all the right.
What that mean?
I just because I got a whole lot of things that I got on the table that I could market and promote. You see what I'm saying? I'm just getting back out there, doing some, probably going to a couple of podcasts, some shows and stuff, just to market and promote my things that I have going on. You know what I'm saying?
Finally,
Yes.
word.
It's coming. It's coming. I just had to listen. You gotta get out the way. You gotta get out the way. You
You
gotta get
gotta
out the
let the
way.
shit settle. You gotta let shit settle. You gotta let the you gotta let the smoke blow over.
You know what I'm saying? Like the old, let the new come through, you know what I mean? Get out the way. But having your own monopoly piece comes a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? Not just being able to sit at the table because you are it, you are the table is amazing. You know what I'm
Bro,
saying? So
bro, that's low key what I've been realizing myself, bro. You know, I'm a videographer and shit, and I be doing videos for people. I don't think I like doing that shit anymore. Like, bro,
Whoa.
I'm low key feel like I'm becoming my own brand, and it's like I'm in a position where I need my own team to help me, and I'm the leader to a certain extent. And it's like it makes no sense for me to work for somebody else and getting told and being talked to a certain way. It's like, bro, I don't even talk to the people that work for me this way. What the fuck going on?
Yes. Partnerships. You don't even work for me. If you don't do your part, my job can't get done, dickhead. You know what I'm saying? So I hate people like I'm the boss. Shut the fuck up. If they need to do their part too, they the boss in their position they doing then. You see what I'm saying? Whatever position they do, I don't care if the guy sweeping the floor. He's the boss that fucking sweeping the floor. You see what
Yeah,
I'm saying? So we play a part into making this thing and this shit move. And I hate that people always try to, I'm in position. Like, get the fuck out of here. You take care of people, you make sure, because everybody in this to take care of their household and their family.
you
You
gotta
know what I'm
let
saying?
you gotta let people eat, man. You gotta to a certain extent, man. You gotta if you see people putting in work, you gotta let people eat, man. Everybody's trying to survive out here. You can't be stingy with the opportunities and with the access and shit. Or for to a certain extent, if you want somebody to help you.
Nah, but the great thing about it, a lot of those times is to push you, you know what I'm saying? And push you into, what you really supposed to do. 'Cause when God is in it and He's got a blessing for you, it's easy. It really comes easy, almost to where like it was given to you. See what I'm saying? So if something feel like it's not given to you, or
Yeah.
is like you more just tolerate it instead of appreciate it, that ain't your spot. Like literally leave right there. I don't care if it's any relationship, a friend relationship, a girlfriend, boyfriend, marriage,
Yeah.
a job relationship, any relationship, unless you are literally appreciated at every point and just tolerate it, just oh, you're there. You feel like you're getting something off. Like, get the fuck out of it. They ain't your stage. Everybody
Yep.
got a platform. It's something for everybody to do, and it's gonna be natural for you to do it. So if you got any, hold back or oh, this don't feel right, it don't feel right because it ain't right. You're trying to force something that ain't it. So
Right.
get out the way, and I bet you God gonna bless you. He gonna give you peace.
Yep. Well, with that being said, man, y'all tune into the Polymath Network, man, the biggest podcast network in Westchester County. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. I got some big ass interviews I've been doing on there, some nice vlogs. I've been teaching the students at Mount Vernon High School how to podcast, and I had an interview with
Okay.
Benny the Butcher this Friday. I got a interview with Richard Giacovis, who was the Fox 5 news anchor. I went to high school with him, so he's giving me he's gonna bless my platform, and I'm excited for that. So I'm becoming my own brand, and if you work for somebody, you can't make like you can't control how much you make, bro. When you working somewhere, when you do shit for yourself, you can control how much you can. I mean, you can't control, but you can change your price, man. You can change. You can make more. It's up to you when you're on your own.
So you,
You just got to put that
what it's
work in,
all about.
and that's what I'm trying to do,
Mhm.
guys. And I need y'all support. Polymath Network. Thank you. All right.
Make it, and they're gonna
Yeah,
make it, and they're gonna come. Good thing, man. Make sure you tell these young boys that coming up that they don't have to suck meat to motherfucking make it. So
that's
I'm
what I'm
happy
saying.
that you more fan. You ain't gotta suck meat to make it, bro.
Yeah, you got to stop chasing shit and learn how to attract things. Stop chasing and learn how to attract it. Let it come to you. You work hard, you put the work in, it'll come to you. And that's the best relationships and that's the
You,
best anything when it comes to you
stay
naturally and
consistent.
organically. Stop forcing
Yep,
shit.
stay consistent in your time. Somebody gonna see at the right time and be like, that's it. But the day that you give up and the day that you fall back and be like, I'm tired, I ain't gonna go in today, that's the time that you need to meet that right person. So go hard every single day. You got it 24 hours of the day, every second, take advantage of it. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So what else we got?
Yeah, we're gonna hop into some emails. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, so we got a couple emails for some listeners. Wax, real quick, where could our listeners hit us up if they want to send us an email, if they need any advice or just want to ask us something?
Yes, go on our emails at the Bullying and Beast podcast at gmail.com. And of course, you want to jump in the DMs like y'all all do. You know what I'm saying? Of course, y'all smash Angela. No, he back in a relationship. But hit us up at Bullying and Beast podcast. You
Yeah, shit crazy, man. It's hard being light skinned out here, man. I was shooting a birthday party real quick. I was shooting a birthday party, and you know how they have like the ladies sort sending the hors d'oeuvres out, the people walking around, and having a conversation with his dark skinned bald brother, man. Poor guy, man. And we're talking, and the waitress came up and was like, "Would you like a empanada?" And I was like, "Sure." And she was like, "Oh my God, you're gorgeous." And I was like, "Oh, thank you. I don't know. I get it all the time. I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome." And she walked away, and the guy was like, "Bro, that's it? Just a thank you? Like, bro, like, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Bro, you gotta chill, man. That's why you never been complimented before, bro."
I thought you was trying to say it was bad being light skinned because back in the day when all the light skinned dudes get smacked, they got the red handprint and shit on their face. So that's why I
Nah,
thought about it.
light skinned dudes is winning now, man. That guy looked so shocked that the girl complimented me, and I was like, "Yeah, bro, what's up? You never been."
Probably wear size 8 shoe. Like I don't think that I don't know. Maybe a size 8 shoe this guy was wearing or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe.
it's funny, but it was a
Man,
nice young,
I'm happy confident in yourself. That's
a
great. But
little
I mean,
25-year-old joint. I was like, "Yo, what's up?" All right.
but me being dark skinned, I don't think we ever missed a beat. And I don't think that
Yeah,
losing the
my fault. Yeah,
chocolate.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might have been, but this brother was dark. But know who he looks like, bro? You know the Boondocks, right? You know the actor that plays Uncle Ruckus?
Yes.
He looked like him. The actor, not the actual character, but the guy who played the voice, the bailiff.
Oh, all right. So he should have got the girl too then.
Nah, damn. Yeah, let's get into these emails, bro. Hey, L'Oreal and
God,
Wax, big fan of the
peace.
show. I'm 30
Blessings.
and I'm already on top of the basics, but I'm trying to level up my look. Here's what I'm doing now. I lift 4 and 5 times a week.
Nice.
I have a solid hair routine, shower conditioner, light wax to style. It must be a white guy. Simple
Okay.
skincare, daily cleanse, vitamin C eye cream, clay mask every other week, lots of water. I shape up my beard and pluck my stray eyebrow hairs. I trim my nose,
Hmm.
ear hair. I keep my nails neat. My teeth are clean, floss and bright. My clothes fit and match my style. I wear sunscreen when it's sunny out. I don't wear any cologne, and I don't wear any
Fuck.
makeup. We're not looking to attract ladies. I just want to look my best. What's some
Yeah.
next level grooming appearance or next level grooming or appearance tweaks would you recommend? I'm opening to anything physical, hair, skin, gadgets, treatments. Just skip fragrance, makeup, and confidence hacks. I appreciate it. You're asking the wrong people.
Uh, no, I would tell him that all he's doing is missing his girl. Because all the time that you're doing all this cosmetics and doing all that type of stuff is the time you're supposed to be outside playing ball or doing family shit. So your wife will find you. The right girl gonna find the guy that she wants, the guy that the man that you're making up to be. That girl is gonna be a butch. She gonna try to whip your ass because it sounds like you the woman. You doing everything that you told me that you're doing. You're being feminine, like you seen a woman get dressed, like you seen a woman like take care and pamper herself. Man, be ashy a little bit. I know you white, but be ashy a little bit, fam. You know what I'm saying? Go out there and play ball, be a little sweaty. You know what I'm saying? Just do a little something. And that's where you're gonna find the right girl. And at the same time you're doing that, you're building yourself up. But I like
Yeah.
the gym and all that, but all that other grooming and stuff for a man. The eyebrow that you puck out is the one that's supposed to be for you. She don't like the skinny eyebrow. You want the
Yeah, bro.
big, thick one pulled out, bro. That's the one you want. That's the one that's for you. But the one that you over here pucking your eyebrows and trying to make yourself be a different appearance and look a certain way and be all this, them girls ain't even for you.
Yeah,
I
you
mean, you
doing
can
too much,
practice with.
bro.
You're doing too much, fam.
Yeah, I would say if you had to take out anything, I mean, the simple skincare, I guess. I don't know. People do skincare.
Yeah, I guess.
Shape up my beard and pluck my stray brow hairs. Let that shit go rugged a little bit, man. You can't always be plucked all the time, man.
Hey, I don't even know nothing. The fuck?
And when you say clothes fit and match your style, you might have a whack style, bro. You might look like Weird Al Yankovic or somebody, or what's that guy's name? Nardwar. Like, what's your style, bro? Because I thought I had a style back in the day, and I was just wearing whatever. It turns out, like I look at my old photos from like 2018, 2019. I was just wearing whatever, bro. Whatever's at the top of my drawer, and I thought it was style. So
Dude,
what I would do though is I go out when I go to events. I peep what other people are wearing, and I peep other people's fashion. Like, oh, okay, shit, that's kind of fire.
style. That's their style. That looked good on them. What looks good on you? You can't wear what Wax wear. I can't wear what Angela wear and think it's gonna look good on me.
But
You
the
see
thing
what
is,
I'm saying?
like, let's say I'm at like a Rock Nation event. Like, there's different styles. There's different people walking around, and you pick like, oh, I like those cargo pants, bro, and how it works with that shirt, that style of shirt.
Peace.
You know?
Peace. All right. Let's see what you're saying.
Yeah, you just gotta
I
get
definitely argue that was like, all right, no doubt those peace. You know what I mean?
yeah, you got like
But I didn't
inspirations and shit. Like I seen a
it was
guy,
crazy.
huh?
Go ahead.
Now I seen a guy wearing a like a double chain and shit, and I was like, oh, a double chain might look fire. So I copped two different chains, a cross chain and a nice like tennis bracelet looking chain, and I
You
feel
got a
like
choker?
no, it's not a choker. It's longer than a choker, but it's like I got the cross chain goes longer, and then the other chain goes a little bit shorter, but it's not a choker, bro. Choker's like this. That's crazy. But
I
yeah,
don't know what
I've
you
been
said.
trying to level up. I feel like fashion is a huge part, man. I always have um, clean sneakers and no wrinkles in your shirt.
Nice.
Yeah, bro. You got to look good. I feel like appearance, clothing is very important. Wax is one thing about
Go
Wax
ahead.
though. He always buys new Tims, bro. Like, how often were you buying Tims, if you still do?
Week. You know what I'm saying? No,
What do you
no,
say it was
twice a
cut
month.
off?
It's twice a month. I used to buy Tim's twice a month. But at the end of the day, it wasn't the look. It was just like I always had different places and different events to go to. And me, I buy my Tim's and I go to the park and I see some young boys out there. I'm balling with the Tim's and I'm, you know what I mean, doing push-ups with them and
Uh-huh.
always just doing manly shit to where I didn't ever gave a fuck about that type of shit. Like my clothing never made me miss a beat with somebody supposed to be. Is you doing this for attraction of girls or you doing this because you just feel like you know, you want to give a different look for a job. It's like it's different reasons why you might want to do this, bro.
Yeah, so he
You
says
trying to be a
that he says he's not trying to attract ladies. He just wants to look his best. He sounds like he's gay, bro. Like, what
yeah,
are you trying to look good
bro.
for? You try to get like the whole point of this whole life is to get pussy. I feel like. Am I bugging
That's it. You trying to get pussy and meat. You know what I'm
you?
saying? You trying to get both. That's what it is. Eliminate trying to get meat and then be yourself.
Yeah, you feel like you chilling with nothing but girls at this point, bro. I
Yeah,
want to
because
live
you
my
smell
best.
good. They gonna compliment you all day. You want girls to compliment. I don't give a flying fuck.
Like, why do I want to try to look good? Because I want to get. Oh, we gotta hold on. We got somebody coming in here. Hold on, we got a guest. Hope it's nothing
Yeah,
crazy.
I hope it is. Hope it's
Yo,
something.
Mike, what's up?
Hey, what's up, brother? What's going on with you?
What's up? We could barely
Mike,
hear
what
you.
up?
Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. Let me figure this
Turn your
out.
phone. Can you turn your phone per chance?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, sounds decent.
Yeah, sure.
Let
What's
me cut
up?
this air down a little bit. Hold on. Can you hear me better?
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, I hear you.
What y'all got going on? Who's on drugs?
Yeah, well,
Yes, sir.
welcome, man. Yeah, we just got into the first email. Maybe you could help out this listener and give him some advice. I'm gonna reread it for you, all right?
Okay, well, what type of drugs we talking about? Because I'm on two, like, new type of drugs, man, that a lot of people ain't trying to mess with.
Oh, okay,
You
shit.
got
Let's go. What we do? What we on?
I'm on success and achievement, man. Those are two drugs I'm on.
Oh, I
I
like it.
like that.
Oh, you had me. You had me.
I like
I'm
those drugs right there. Damn, you breaking
caught up
up,
in
or you
the
just
life. Can you hear me?
peace. Yep, I hear you now.
All right. When I sold drugs and got caught up in the life back in the 80s and 90s, I found myself in, Cumberland County Jail in Fayetteville, North Carolina, facing the death penalty plus life plus 60 years, man. And
Man,
so, yeah, I ended up taking a plea bargain for life so I wouldn't get executed. And
wow.
I served 17 and a half years on life, and I was around a lot of people that was around, that was on drugs. And then even my siblings, man, they seem my older siblings, they seem to not be able to get it together right now. So I'm there for advice with them. And my biggest drugs right now, man, since I've been home, they finally gave me a second chance in 2008. I've been home going on actually 17 years, May 11th. So
Listen,
yeah,
listen.
my two drugs are success and achievement, man. And I'm addicted like a mug to them joints. You know what I'm saying? Like a motherfucker.
Hell yeah. Yo,
Respect that.
how old were you when you got sentenced?
I was 19, brother. Right now I'm 53. So black don't crack and beige don't age. You know how that go. But
Come on.
but right now I'm home. I'm successful. I'm an award-winning filmmaker. I'm a TV and film actor. One of y'all
Good.
cohorts. I think she knows a little bit about me. L'Oreal, she knows a little bit about me, man.
Okay.
They used to call me producer Mike, but now I'm producer, director, and all of that, man. We just won some major awards. I'm working on a big film right now. So success and achievement, man. Those are the drugs that I just suggest everybody to be on. You know what I'm saying?
Are you still in North
Um,
Carolina?
I am, but I'm everywhere though. I just left Miami for ABFF. I was in Tribeca in New York. I did a film camp class in Tulsa, Black Wall Street. I'm everywhere, bro. I'm in Atlanta. I'll be at Capture Atlanta on July 12th. I'm everywhere, brother. But you know why? Because success and achievement are the two greatest drugs that I'm always going to be hooked on from here on out. Because when I went through that life sentence, man, I got two college degrees on the inside.
Right.
I was writing plays for inmates, all of that. You know what I'm saying? I did my thing. They gave me a second chance. Actually, May 8th, I was in Atlanta because I graduated from Georgia State University with an official film degree. So
God bless you,
Wow.
brother. Yo,
yeah,
so
man,
are you
we got to teach our kings and our queens, man, to get their mind states right and not let the bullshit slow them down and stop them. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Question for you, bro.
What's up?
When you were incarcerated, what kept you motivated? What kept you from giving up? And like, bro, fuck it, bro. This is my life now. What gave you hope?
When I started writing, I was writing poems. I was spitting poetry. I had a rap group. We did talent shows. We won like 5 years straight. We called it the Prison Grammy. Um, Big Tig shouted me out on Rap City when I sent my trophy in and my picture. All that stuff showed me that my gifts were worthy. And then one day they would put me in rooms with great men like Scripture had, prophesied. But I was just like, all this stuff started coming to fruition, and I was just like, damn, am I really that creative? Am I really that talented? And then I was just like, I am. So I'm gonna pursue it. And then, they after going through those 17 and a half years, they was like, you know what? We're gonna give you a second chance. We're gonna put you on this MAP program where you're gonna be gradually reintroduced into society. So I was coming out to the Raleigh-Durham area of North Carolina. I was the only inmate in the state of North Carolina that was coming out doing performances. And I did this major show. Get this. This is crazy. This is no lie. I did this major show that was about this instrument called the accounting, which is the predecessor to the banjo. Lo and behold, we had this concept in this show that literally was almost mocked in the movie centers through the Carolina Chocolate Drops, which is in that movie and on stage with the lady when she's singing. And they pretty much, that whole little scene of the evolution of music, we pretty much did that. And that just showed me I was on the right path, man. Right. And to see these things come to fruition years later, and I knew Rhiannon Giddens, and I knew the Carolina Chocolate Drops, and then here they are on this hit movie that I just recently saw, and I was like, yo, that let me know that I was on the right path, and the manifestation of my whole life was supposed to be where it's at. And here recently, I won the first ever Hollywood supported prison film festival at San Quentin, and that's what put us in Tribeca. So
OD, that's fire, bro.
It's like now we see the full list of the short that I won for, and it's a major film. I mean, everybody's like paying attention to it. So mind you, this is the same brother that was facing the death penalty plus life plus 60 years. You feel me?
Inspiration, bro. God bless you, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of people out there, out there, they think it's all done and gave up. You never gave up.
That's exactly. And that's why I say my biggest drugs, I'm on drugs. It's success and achievement. That's what I'm addicted to right now, man. And, I even produced my own life story, man. It's called A Polished Soul. It's on Tubi, Prime, and some other platforms. But I shot it, directed it, lit it, edited it on a and it's got stars in it. It's got like movie stars in it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I did that because I go to prison now and everything. Go ahead.
I got a show idea for you, man. I want to get it bash you, so make sure you hit me up. It's really, really fire too.
Yeah, well, y'all see me on, y'all can follow me, man, and I hit you back. I've been listening to y'all for a while. I go back and forth and listen. I kind of faded into the background from the Hustle Morning Show. I used to be on there all the time playing around, calling in. But I really what I would love to do, man, is just do a big conglomerate of us uplifting our community, man, and just. I got this idea called the Roll Squad because when I was in prison, the way I had to prove myself before I came home was I had to get on a Roll Squad where we clean the highways, we chop down trees, pick up litter and all that. And what that is a beautification project. I'm like, yo, why can't we be a Roll Squad in our community and go and beautify our community and uplift our people, and get them off the drugs, get them out of slavery. You know what I'm saying?
You see some type of motivation. We could be a coach to them. We could be a motivator to them. You know what I'm saying? A trainer.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, all day, every day, man. I'm like I said, man. I'm a grown ass man now, 53 years old. You know what I'm saying? I went in when I was 19, came home when I was 36, about to turn 37. Helped start 2 major restaurants in the Raleigh-Durham area. Went into the film industry in 2000, like 13ish. Put my self-written autobiography out there. Did a documentary behind it, and then turned it into a movie. And then, started acting on the first TV show I was on was Vice Principals on HBO as a featured extra. And then from there on out, the last project I just did was the Lisa life story, Can You Feel the Beat? I was on that as an actor. So, just doing it, brother. Just, like I said, I was never supposed to come home. So I'm just like, what drugs am I on now? Success and achievement. You feel me?
Hi. You high, boy.
I'm high as hell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Look, popping off,
Blessings, man. All I see is blessings, man. God bless you.
Definitely, brother. Definitely, man. And blessings to y'all, man. the Bully and the Beast podcast, man. I see great things happening, and honestly, though, what I would like our people to start doing, man, is stop catering to the mindset of a lot of how can I say, typical things that they try to label us as ghetto sometimes, if that makes any sense. But in all actuality, ghetto is a mindset, and when America first started, the ghetto was designed for the first people that came over here, and I'm not gonna say no names, but you know what I'm saying. The ghetto was a place for people to try to even make it in the United States when they came over, from different countries and stuff. And we were last when it came to the ghettos, man. We didn't hit the ghettos till years later, but the ghettos were already consumed and resided in by other, cultures and personalities and all that, man. So I think we come from kingdoms and beautiful, lands far away, man, that cultivate natural minerals and materials and mind states of kings and queens. So I think at some point, man, we got to figure it out. We got to figure it out.
Tap in, like you said, we need leaders. We need to go ahead and get people that not scared. You know what I'm saying? And
and come up as leaders, man. Prophets ain't accepted it. So we get rejected because they want to see the bullshit. They want to see the shit, the bullshit. Like my man said on the old school film, what was that, Tales from the Hood? Oh, you want the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just want the bullshit. Like, you don't want the real shit. You don't want the authenticity. You don't want the gems, the jewels. You want to reside in that lower state of mind, man, that lower self, and it's bothersome, man. And I'm watching it as we indulge and sacrifice, we get caught up, and next thing you know, man, we doing stories on people as getting caught up on their bullshit and not their achievement. I'm tired of talking about somebody because they're at their lowest. You know what I'm saying? Uh-oh. What's that? What's that?
No, what you gonna do?
Uh-oh, what's that?
Mike. Do something with your mic.
Huh?
His mic.
Whose mic is that?
Angelo mic. There you go.
Oh, okay. Uh-oh. Might have to use a backup one.
But again, like I said, I know we had Black Wall Street before. We got enough customers out there, farms to feed us. We got enough waters out here. We got so many things that we can go ahead and sustain. Put us in a certain area, but everybody's so scared and want to bring each other down. That's the problem. We just got to figure that out. You got to get the right leaders that everybody trusts, that have influence, that everybody go after.
Man. Yeah, I mean, but the thing about it is like, there's an expectation. I have a tendency to, like, I don't know. I tell people, you can watch me on social media, you can do whatever. You can see I'm any and everywhere, right? And I do it based on being my own resource. So I don't ask for a lot. All I ask is to be valued and cherished for, what I can be, what I bring to the table. But in the end, shoot, I can get where I need to be a leader. Just give me the platform. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I got to have a couple of like-minded. It ain't got to be a lot. You got to have a couple of like-minded people going for a certain goal, and that goal is for the people. You know what I'm saying? But we got to be in position. And once we're in position and each one to teach one and put each other in position, you'll see if something actually rise and grow. And when it grows, the first couple of years, it probably got 60 apples. But in 10 years, look how many apples grew on it. You see what I'm saying? But we got to start from somewhere.
I agree with you, brother.
Got to start from somewhere. And people just don't want to do it. There's so many people working on so many avenues and so many things. How about work on something that's like a direct effect? You know what I'm saying? You got people putting this together, and they got billions of dollars. They doing all this type of stuff. Where's something that's going to be a direct effect? Like we're gonna be able to see something. Like we get 500 acres, and this is where we want to reside at. We got our own farms. We got this. We're moving everybody to these places. You see what I'm saying? Like, where is
Yeah,
that shift at?
bruh,
We need that.
I'm with you, but here's the thing: how long are we gonna keep saying this? Because I've heard this for years. I've heard it. I've heard it, man. I've heard it for years. I heard it when they did the Million Man March. I heard it
Yep.
when I marched with Nipsey on South Central back in 2011 for the Peace March. I heard it when Aquila Sherrills did the anniversary of the truce in Watts. I heard it when we was at the 50th anniversary of Bloody Sunday in Alabama. I've heard it so many times, but when are we gonna do it?
We're gonna do it. That one day ain't enough. We saying that we can do it, but what's one day? One day can't do it. I guess when they try to lock Diddy, we gonna try to do it again. You see what I'm saying? Like when we always got to come together when it's turmoil. When is it like? I'm tired of just family reunions for one day and then we don't see each other for another 365 days. Like,
bruh,
where is
I
this?
ain't seen. Every time I see my family, it's at a damn funeral. And then I keep telling them, I'm on the chat, I'm on this thing called the group chat, and I keep telling, I say, yo, when are we going to get together? I keep asking y'all, but y'all ain't answering. But damn it, when a funeral happens, I see y'all. What the hell? You know what I'm saying?
The funeral is a new family reunion.
It's
and
crazy.
Then you see each other for a couple hours because these people got to fly away. They got a job. They got this. How about we create something so our whole family be able to be a part of? And then this family is cool with this family. And then this family, you know what I'm saying? What do y'all have? Like, we can have our own thing. I know we're smart enough. You see what I'm saying? I know it's crabs in the barrel on this side as well. But there's a couple of like-minded ones who are in position to be able to grab and have enough influence to be able to put people in position so we can really make this happen. You can get 1,000 acres. You can get 1,000 acres somewhere, bro.
And people got the money to get it and say, let's just get 1,000 acres so we can do this yearly or biannually or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But ain't no, man, come on, man. I'm gonna tell you something. When I went to prison, one of the first places I went to was Polk Youth Center in Raleigh, North Carolina, right? I'm gonna tell you the most solidarity that I seen and unity that I saw was me, Petey Pablo, and some other brothers when we started rioting because they cut our TV off and didn't want us to see the apple drop for New Year's. So we got so angry and we was like, oh, you gonna treat all of us like this? Man, it was white boys and everything. We all stood up and rioted like I don't know what. And stood together in solidarity and didn't care what was gonna happen the next day. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like disrespect. Like, okay, we in the middle and we on the countdown and you cut the TV off. Come on, man. And it was a butthole correctional officer that did it for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And the solidarity was just for that, for something that small. You feel me? Just imagine if we stood in solidarity for bigger things.
Exactly. We can do it. Listen, I'm a part of it, man. I want to be a part of that 1,000 acres that they're talking about. And I got something to put in. You know, I think people got time to put in. Let's go ahead and go think big. I'm saying I got a group family chat too as well. Every single morning I write, morning blesses family. We all we got. Think bigger. Every single morning for years, probably for over 10 years. Every time we had the group text. Morning blesses family. Let's think bigger. Every single morning. And I really believe that. I really think that. Think bigger than you thought yesterday. Whatever you thought yesterday, clear it up because yesterday is gone. And whatever happened to you in your life made you think what yesterday was. So you gotta die daily to yourself every single day in your mind and reinvent yourself to even think bigger than you thought yesterday. And that's how you got to continue to keep on moving. Whatever I was yesterday, let's go again.
I agree, brother. I agree. I tell my family all the time in my group chat, I say, yo, we are part of generational trauma. My father watched his brother get lynched and drugged by the testicles down south because he was, you know, sneaking behind the scenes with one of the white dude's daughters, and so they lynched him, and they was trying to lynch my father but he bit the hand of the guy that was holding him and got away and fled up north. And then he was forced into the military because he got caught running numbers with his best friend in Harlem. And so he was forced into the military, and then he had to struggle through the Korean War and the Vietnam War, came back crazy. And then I watched my father beat the hell out of my mom every time in Fayetteville, North Carolina, when the bombs went off in Fort Bragg, because he thought he was back in war. And all this generational trauma from the lynching turned into PTSD from the military. And then it was delivered down into his sons. And then, like I said, my older siblings, they got hooked on drugs, and I went out to the streets and felt like that was my only means. I tried the military, but I got hurt. I got out, went back to the streets, and then lo and behold, there I was in the Cumberland County Jail facing the death penalty plus life plus 60 years. That generational trauma. I have a 13-year-old son. He actually plays me in my life story in my movie as a 6-year-old, and I told him, I said, "You're not going to carry this. We're getting rid of this right here and right now."
No,
and the drugs that we're gonna do is success and achievement. Wow. You feel what I'm saying?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, man, you sound way better.
All right, word. I wanted to ask, are you biracial or are you 100% black?
No, I'm biracial. I'm black and German. My father was African American. My mom was German, from Germany.
Word. Yeah, I'm black and Italian, but my father's Italian. But that's what's up, bro.
Oh, I need to get a little high yellow, but was biracial.
Yo.
My brothers, like, yeah.
Word. Well, I had a question for you, bro. What was the hardest part about getting back on your feet after you got out of prison?
Trying to get rid of the mind state of always being alert while alert like I was on the yard or alert like I was in the cell block. I would do that in the damn grocery store. I would be in the damn Walmart and somebody walked past me. They had no choice but to walk past me in an aisle or something. And next thing you know, I'm flinching and looking back like, who trying to roll up on me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That shit was a hard thing to get rid of, man. Like, and till this very day, I still haven't really gotten rid of it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
damn.
We call it being on point. That's just, the PTSD that we have and on us. You know what I mean? Just how we got to live. You know what I'm saying? I find myself situations, and I'm like, I just have to move like that. I feel like there's no way I'm putting my guard down. I can't. You know what I'm
I
saying?
can't either. I feel you. I agree with you. But I'm gonna tell you though, the one other thing that was hard was this is hard. I have to do a lot of business now. I'm in a lot of business relationships.
Yeah.
And I got to get rid of the mentality of like, yo, this dude trying to get over on me. Because it's weird. It's weird, man, because I'll see some similarities in their behaviors, and it'll trigger me to make me feel like they trying to run game on me on the yard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what you.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
That's why when you change your environment, you got to switch and grow as well. You know what I'm saying? Just next stages, bro. Next stages.
Yeah. Oh,
man.
no, I got some great mentors so my acting coach was Richard Lawson, Beyonce's ex-stepfather. My actual right-hand mentor is Oba Babatunde. He's in my movie too, but he's my right-hand mentor. He's the guy that was in the wheelchair telling the story, ironically, in the movie Life. When he was at the grave site with Heavy D and them. The short guy, he plays Shamar Moore's father on SWAT. I don't know if y'all know who I'm talking about.
Bro, I know exactly what you're talking about. Big Honda.
So yeah, exactly. So he's my he's my solid ace boom mentor. Every time I go out West Coast, he's there for me. He takes me places. He gets me into big events. And he's always calling me. We stay on the phone for an hour. He's schooling me on my next move. And then the other guy, my other mentor is Hawthorne James, which is Red from Five Heartbeats. He's also in my movie. You'll see him in my movie. He's my other mentor, and he tells me how not to fall for the okie doke and the bullshit because he never did. He never put the dress on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's just it's when you have those solid brothers, man, that are revolutionaries, that are in your life, and and you couple it, because I go back into the prisons and everything now, and I send pictures back in. You know, they see me with everybody, and they're just like, "Oh my God, Mike is doing it," and I inspire them for a reason. It ain't about me. It's about being able to inspire them and say, "Yo, you can do this when you come back home. Don't let nobody tell you that felony is your downfall, because it's not." And so, you know, I'm there for that community, because I go back in, I speak, I do motivational speaking, I do I just did a Black History Month show at one of the prisons in North Carolina, man. I was the keynote speaker. You know, just multiple things to make sure that these brothers know, man, you can come home and do it. Because I was counted out. They was like, "Yo, that ain't never coming back home." But then I came home, you know what I'm saying? But God, and God said, and behold, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, you know, I wasn't even click on this link, but something was like, "Yo, click on the link and talk to the brothers." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gave some great insight, bro.
Yeah, and you know, I just, man, y'all have a platform, man. Kill it. You feel me? Kill it. Like, start taking that shit to a whole nother level, man. And talk with people. You know, people, when we do the Who's on Drugs, let's figure out other drugs we can be on. You know what I'm saying? Like what I just said, success and achievement. Like those are two drugs that I don't know, and you know, I don't ever want to be in a situation when I'm answering the question, they think I'm going to answer it like, "Yeah, man, I've been smoking crack for 25 years." You know what I'm saying? I don't ever want to answer a question like that. I want to be like, "Nah, success and
That's what I
achievement."
ever heard. I love these drugs. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hooked on that shit. I'm
on
hooked on that
work. I'm on hard work and determination and ambition. I'm on 3 drugs.
There you go. There you go. Yo, let me get a 20 of that shit. Let me get a 20 of that.
Got it by the ounce. Yeah.
Goddamn, that's what we used to call it back in the day, an onion.
Oh wow.
So, that's New Jack City era. That's the 80s talking right there.
Word.
Yeah, I only got some Jesus on here. I got pounds of Jesus, so I'll let me. I got pounds of Jesus, baby.
The greatest OG of all time, Yeshua, was that dude. He flipped on to play with people, you know what I'm
saying? Amen. All right, we're gonna keep the show rolling real quick. We're gonna get into some emails. We gotta give our listeners some advice. So we're gonna get some emails. We could use your advice too, Mike.
Okay.
We got another guest. We got another listener waiting to come in. We're gonna let him in too, real quick.
Perfect.
Hopefully it's nothing. Hopefully it's nothing weird. God damn it.
I'm crazy.
Daytona, Daytona.
Make mistakes, man. So it might be somebody that need to hear that. You know what I'm saying? So,
sure.
Bring him in.
Yo, Daytona, what's up? You're muted.
Yo, what's good?
Yo, can you turn your camera on for the sake of the show?
Is it on?
Nah. Yo,
there we go.
All right. How you pronounce your name? Daytona?
Yeah, Daytona.
Word. All right, word. Yeah. So, you know, we just we got finished talking to Mike, who's actually did some time, man, and he gave us some great insight. But we about to get into some into an email, and maybe you can help us give this listener some advice. All right.
Bet.
I bet. So it goes like this. Dear Wax and L'Oreal, I hope y'all can give me the raw, unfiltered perspective I've come to expect from Bully and the Beast. I'll lay out the facts, and you let me know whether this marriage still has a pulse or if I'm keeping it on life support for no reason. I'm 34 years old, husband, and a father of 2. Our kids are 10 years old and 7. My wife and I have been together since 2014. Last August, I discovered she'd been in a year-long affair. We agreed to reconcile for the sake of the family, but here's how that played out. First, she offered one real apology, then doubled back, saying she feels not guilty because, in her words, our marriage was already dead when she cheated. Second, we've been in couples therapy for months, yet she still won't take full responsibility. She says she's staying only to see if I'll grow as a man, citing the fact that I grew up without a dad. Intimacy is basically non-existent. She claims she can't open up emotionally because she's afraid she might get hurt again. I'm stuck between wanting to fight for a family and wondering if I'm letting myself drown in false hope. Here's what I need to know from you guys and the listeners. Is genuine trust even possible when the cheater keeps shifting the blame? How do you decide when to keep working versus when to walk away for good? If anyone has rebuilt a marriage after infidelity, what concrete steps has actually made it work? And at what point does fighting for love turn into self-destruction? I'm ready for the tough love, the jokes, and whatever you guys have to say. Thank you for the advice. Nah, damn.
Yeah, man. He got to understand a man could crash a car, but a woman is going to total loss the car. Once a woman go ahead and do it, is done, because also all of the emotions, all that type of stuff that's in the shake that you have to have. The woman got to have the emotion. She got to have this, but she giving that emotion to somebody else. That shake not going to taste as good. You see what I'm saying? So once she give it to somebody else, it's gone. Like that, all thing is gone. For the family, the best thing to do is not see one of y'all hurt, because energy in the house, when you feel bad because she's doing whatever, the kid's gonna end up feeling that. So y'all need to separate, get yourself back together, get a co-parenting situation. I think that's the best thing to do, because once a woman do it, it's a wrap. A man can cheat, yeah, he can get back and love his family, because when we do have sex with somebody else, it's really nothing. It means nothing at the end of the day. A woman open her legs to anybody. She like this motherfucker because she's saying it's okay for you to give me a disease. It's okay for you to give me a baby. It's okay for you to have control of my life right now while you putting your meat in me. So for her to give that to somebody else is kind of wow. Even for a second she do that, she didn't change her station. Nah. That's like driving in your car, and as soon as you go in there, they got the fucking Mexican station on it. You like, somebody drove my fucking car? You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't afford that ever, 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 ever. You know what I'm saying? So I say leave, brother. I mean, just do what you got to do for the kids. I think
Mike, what you got?
I'm gonna come based on vicariously living through watching my mother and my father when I was growing up, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna say that. Because my mom was drugged to the United States by my father, and her family pretty much flipped on her because she married a black man, right? Yeah. And so she was in the United States with no family or nothing like that. So my father ended up cheating on my mom, and like we literally caught my father in the act and rolled up on him. And my mom, I never seen my mom fight like this in my whole life, but she beat the hell out of the chick that my father was caught with, and like literally like all her emotions went out. And I'm saying that to say this, that even after all of that, when my father was on his deathbed, my mother was right there by his side in spite of all, right? And so I'm adding to what we're talking about in reference to emotions, because this is what I'm about to say. Yahshua said, he who is without sin cast the first stone. And even he did not throw a rock, correct? So we got to put ourselves in the mercy seat for the rest of our lives, because we've done some stuff that God has had mercy upon our lives. Like even me, like I was saying, I was in prison on a life sentence, and of course murder was involved with that. So I'm home to this very day because of mercy. So there's no measure of mercy that I can ever take away from somebody and say, we can't do this, we can't fix this, we can't make this work. Because by the end of the day, I'm going to tell you something, man, ain't none of us perfect enough to say that we should exclude what God's plan is. It's prayer, meditation. We got to figure out if the decision we're making is based on God's plan. We got to make sure that everything that we're thinking about is not a human thing and a selfish thing, because by the end of the day, he who is without sin cast the first stone. And when Jesus did not throw that rock, I don't expect anybody on the face of this earth to ever throw a rock at anybody and say, you know what, it's over. We can't do this. We can't fix this. I would say go into your inner God and trust what it is that you could fix through God.
There you go. I got a question for you. What would you rather do? Would you rather catch your wife cheating on you or do another year in prison?
I catch my spouse cheating on me. You know why?
Because you could go
because another year in prison, I'm not guaranteed to come out within that year. You understand what I'm saying? Anything can happen in prison, and I would never ever want to pass away or die in prison, because I gave myself the option of doing another year in prison instead of becoming somebody that can fix something.
Yeah. Daytona, what you got, bro?
Man, look, I'm gonna keep it real.
All right.
I think he just gotta question who he is as a man, first of all, because sometimes like it's dudes out here who ain't got that many options. So you might have to stay. Like you might not be able to get out there.
Yeah.
And like even like him wanting to work it out, kind of like and like letting her like run over him and stuff like that, kind of just like let me know like as a man, like you just gonna let that woman do whatever she wanna do. So it's like if that's gonna be the type of man you're gonna be, like regardless of whatever woman you deal with, you're gonna get like similar results. And I mean personally, me, if this was to happen to me, I have to know like the dude you cheated on me with. Cause if it's a nigga like Wax, and we all know how Wax is and how he used to be, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Her head dunked in the water. Word. Ice water. Your mic is kind of muted.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, now you're good.
Yeah, nah, I can.
All right. You know what's so crazy? Like, this is also a generational thing. And the reason why I say this is because the further away we get from our ancestors who endured everything, like, our ancestors watched their mates get raped right in front of them on plantations, right? And I hate to say it this way. I hate to bring this up. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is because, nowadays we're built differently. And we're built, scripture says that throughout generations, they would get wiser, but they'll get weaker also, right? And
Sure.
there's a weakness that, man, we're not supposed to honestly harbor as men, because if it's all about our ego because somebody opened their legs, like prostitutes open their legs, does that mean that they give a damn about the dude that they're opening their legs to? Nah, it's about that dollar they about to get, correct? Right. But so is it really emotional, or is it like, you know what, I'm gonna inflict the same amount of pain, if not worse, on you that you inflicted upon me for other things? And then now, by the end of the day, if we brought some kids into this world, yo, it ain't about neither one of us no more. It's about those kids. We gotta stop it. We gotta stop it right then and there and say, yo, it ain't about us. Let's figure this out. And I'm, like I said, 53 years old, not too far away from the old school ancestors. But as we go further and further and further down, man, what I'm seeing is that our culture, our music, our academics, and everything is starting to teach us to be on an egotistical level versus on some real man shit, for real.
And I hear you, but at the end of the day, you're not going to have your mate and somebody you put your mouth on, you know what I'm saying, be with somebody else.
I
agree. What I'm saying? Like, it was a little different that if girl gonna get dogged, you see what I'm saying? You ain't trying to let her go because she changed her mindset. Our meets is antennas. So we changing this girl station. You sit there and program your girl. You got your girl, and y'all supposed to be on the one line, and now she over there thinking about this because she got another meet in her. She got something changed. Oh, she getting attributes from this dude as well. I can't afford that, and I know that I'm weak. I'm very wise in the ways, but I knows what the direction and place that I'm going in. I'm climbing up a mountain. There's no way that I can mishaps because it's like life is like a game of spades.
Exactly.
You can't show him one card. If you show him one card, he know how to play me. And playing me, it'd be very dangerous. Very, very dangerous these days. So these days is like you showing him anything to get us killed. You know what I'm saying?
No,
that's how
right.
my people is.
You're right.
I'm messed up like
and I will say this. Because you never know who that other person is. Because the other person might be way weaker than her and might be the one that want to hurt you now because he's infatuated with what the coochie felt like. You feel what I'm saying? So, but here's the thing. This is what I want to know. Is a family worth fighting for, or do you just give up on it? And like, we want to go to war for everything else. Why can't we go to war for the dynamics of the family that was given to us? I mean, it ain't like we just said, okay, this shit happened out of nowhere. Nah, family was given to you for a reason. And so by the end of the day, the dynamics behind what a family is, like, do you fight for it? Or when you walk away, do you still walk away? Because if you walk away, what are your kids looking at now? Are they looking at the possibility of being hurt by this same person? And so when you walk away, are you giving that person the opportunity to prey on the rest of your family? Because if you walk away, you're not in the know anymore. Or do you walk away and take your whole family with you and get out of Dodge and be smart about it and rebuild? Because if you think about it, every single strong person, whether it was in the Bible, in the Quran, whether it was in the Buddhist precepts, or, I'm not even singling out one religion or whatever, or even in practical stories, chapter after chapter, we always went to another land of milk and honey and made sure that we rebuilt. You understand what I'm saying? So, but for the dynamics of what your family means to you, man, are we willing to go to war for our family, or do we say to hell with it and then just go on? You know what I'm saying? I'm just curious.
I just say it takes.
Are you a good spades player? Are you a good spades player?
Hell yeah! I did 17 and a half years. What you think?
All right, peace. Early. That's why I'm talking to you like this. I already know what time. Let's. If that person renege, are you talking to them for the rest of the day? I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Oh, it's still not working.
Still not.
Hello?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, peace.
All right. Listen, you said, am I talking to them for the rest of the day because they reneged?
Yes.
Yeah, because I'm gonna figure out why they reneged, because they might have did it to save us. Because I'm gonna tell you something.
Ain't no way. We books.
Prison rules is different.
Okay, go ahead. I can't hear you though. I can't hear you.
Yeah, would you in a tunnel?
Hold on.
What happens if you turn your phone sideways, because you might be blocking the mic or something?
No, I don't. Hold on. Let me hold this motherfucker. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right. Here's the thing. I don't know why he reneged, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I done been in a situation where we had money on the line on the inside, and we was playing spades, right?
Mm-hmm.
I reneged and saved us, but the motherfucker didn't see it. Now, had he got caught, then I probably would have been a little upset, but I know why he reneged. You feel what I'm saying? So I can't always say a renege is an action of, reproof or something to be mad at a joker about. Because by the end of the day, sometimes people will do something and sacrifice themselves to make some real good shit happen. You feel me?
I hear you now. My girl Shorty smashing this dude, this millionaire, to give her $1 million. I probably won't be as mad that she just smashed a dude for some weed or a good time. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, you smashing for what though? You just gave this nigga some pussy and some head for what? Nah, bro. I ain't that strong. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Man, there's always multiple stories to everything. Like this dude, I will say this. I hate that this brother is going through this, man, but it's got to be more to it. And I don't want to say this because I'm justifying what the sister did, but we never know. You know what I'm saying? We never know. Like sometimes as men, and I've seen us do this, we will become so victimized and we will not talk about the wrong that we've done. You see what I'm saying? And angel in any relationship, any situationship, any marriage. I've never seen the perfect angel. And by the end of the day, we got to question, what's going on. But this is the advice he's asking for. What should he do? Well, here's 3 things that I'm gonna say. Pray about it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't play about it.
Ooh.
And then by the end of the day, make sure you don't slay about it.
Word.
Because prison is not where you want to be, my brother. So I hope you're not having, deep down thoughts about taking this to another level. Because if you are, I'm the one on the line right now that's getting ready to tell you, bro, walk away if that's the case. But If you love your family and you want to fix it and you still love her, fix it. But also be careful behind the dynamics of who this brother is, because this might have been his first piece of coochie and he might have fell in love.
No. And I know why you said that, and I'm thinking that too, because if you showing that you a weak man and she going, I think that's the type of guy that she like. You know what I'm saying? So this guy might be also somebody just as not as far as you. He might be going crazy for that pussy. He got a side girl for a whole year knowing she got a man. He's dangerous as a motherfucker. You know this girl got it. You might go smash 1 or 2 times, but bro, you over there for a whole year. You dangerous as a motherfucker. You don't care.
Yeah, and that's the thing about it, is he has no principles. So by the end of the day, like I said, some of us relocate, we go to the land of milk and honey, and we figure this thing out, and we fix our family. But don't be a fool. See, you know what? There's variables to this thing. You know how they say there's levels to this game? There's levels to this question. Like, this can be answered with 20 answers.
Yep.
And still have an ongoing slot of questions, man. So, I mean, come on. You know, the thing I hate is that we always fall for that one situation, man. And, you know, that's been our downfall for years. But we got to figure out how to stand up on this, man. You got to become strong, man. You got to be like, yo, I don't even care about your pussy. Yeah. I care about our family. What, your pussy? That ain't nothing to me. That means nothing to me. It's my family. Yeah, exactly.
That could fuck your family up. She could sit there and start doing things with this guy that's excluding the kids and doing things wrong to the kids because she's going after meat. Like, and I've seen it happen before. You know what I'm saying? I seen these girls change everything because they got a new meat. And it's changing her whole station. She can't even think right. She treating the kids wrong. She doing all this type of stuff. And now she's trying to go through. She's making that a whole different situation because now they might want to kill each other. Now you got 2 dudes beefing. Automatically, it has to happen.
I've seen like that when I was in prison, honestly, tell the truth. I've seen countless cases like that. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, and I would get in conversations with these guys, and they would tell me the story. One guy went to Iraq to fight in Iraq. Well, Desert Storm, I should say, was, you know, the early 89, 90, 91, and they were sending Christmas presents and Christmas packages to brothers over there, right? And so his girl sent him a Christmas package and a videotape, right? So everybody, you know, would put the videotapes in and let everybody watch their videos. Say, hey, Merry Christmas, we love you, we miss you. Please come back home. This brother pops his videotape in, and it's his wife doing a threesome with 2 other guys talking about, Merry Christmas, you bastard. This is what you get for choosing war over me.
Wow.
And guess what he did? He stabbed her 75 times and ended up with 50 years. Because it was called a crime of passion. So think about it. That it goes to multiple levels, man. And, you know, I hate talking about creepy, grimy stuff like this, but at the same time, it's the reality. Man, we don't know. I don't know how to, honestly, I don't know how to answer this question, but to say, brother, please, whatever you're thinking that might be of the lower self, get that out of your mind and go to the higher self. And, you know, just WWJD. That's all I got to say, man.
That's great advice. That's great advice.
Yeah.
Awful. We're going to keep the show moving. We're going to get into some roundtable talk, or word on the street is what we call it now. And first story we got is this Diddy case, man. Today was a new day in the case, and the headline reads like this. The jury watches videos from multiple freak-offs in court. Prosecutors will likely rest their case on Friday. Meaning they was watching those freaky videos, man. That's just crazy. They said the jurors. They said the jurors. Not everything.
Yeah, listen. Long as nobody was saying no rape, and nobody was saying stuff like that, I think that he's going to get off. You know what I'm saying? As long as there's no underage girls, nobody's saying no. People showed up. People did whatever they did. Now, if this right here is he getting locked up before freak, lock him up then. If freak is not being a charge, I think that y'all need to let this man go. Unless y'all know something I don't know. Because
Man,
Cassie already got.
I don't know anything. All I know is the freak off is the same thing people would be doing without cameras. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
I,
Yo.
hello.
Yeah, there you go. Start again.
Yeah, if his human side is being questioned, then I don't know what to say about that. But outside of that, if there's like no laws being broken, like you said, if there's not underage people there, nobody's saying no, and it turns into rape or whatever. I mean, if he's guilty, then what? How many more people in that video are guilty? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
What you got, bro?
Daytona.
How you feel about this case?
All I'm gonna say is, if y'all go back and look at how Cassie looked back then, man.
What do you mean when she was beat up?
No, I'm talking about when she was all oiled up. They got pictures of her back then. Man.
You seen it?
Well, no, not the video, but just like pictures of how good she used to look. All I'm saying is
crazy.
all I'm saying is I'm mad I ain't get a call.
You would go to a freak party? You crazy, man.
Man, man, you got to think about all of these. See, now this the thing.
You try to be an actor in industry. You try to be a rapper.
I ain't live it up how Wax lived it up. Like I wasn't out in Florida. I wasn't on the football team. You know,
listen,
just hitting
but I ain't never
everything.
go to no freak off. I ain't go to no freak offs that though.
You was the freak off.
I get this.
Yo, Wax, you definitely hosted your own freak offs once or twice, bro.
Hey, that's back in the day. But at the end of the day, I ain't never been no Diddy type of situation, none of that type of stuff. You know what I mean? Thank God that I was able to be where I was at, the position I was in. And I never, tried that, was influenced to do any of that dumbass shit. Even people offer you coke, people offer you drugs. I remember every time somebody give me a shot of liquor, I'm sure you saw me. I'm like this. And like, whoo, that shit hot. Whatever the fuck they say. I don't fucking drink. I don't know what the fuck they do. When they say coke, you don't want nobody to be uncomfortable. You just throw that shit off the motherfucking table and be like, woo.
9:30 on all those parties. So, I'm an Aquarius. We are like loners. So when it gets to those situations, we leave.
Get out the way. Get out the way.
Yeah, get out the way. All day, every day.
And they know who to play with. Like Angelo, they come after Angelo all day. Me, they know not to play around with your boy. We know not to play.
I got one eyebrow raised, and I'm looking like I'm still on the yard, so they don't fuck with me. I promise.
But Wax, you made a great point, bro. That there's no reason for him to be locked up anymore, man. There's no Rico case going. There's no Rico talk,
bro.
Kidnapping talk, just freaky talk. They're just trying to embarrass my boy.
That's it. And the thing is, Cassie already got all that money.
With the 1,000 bottles of baby oil being the drug. What happened to all of that? Why is that not even in question anymore? What happened to the pink ice situation? The drug that was a synthetic drug that was supposedly found in the $1 million. Where's all that at? Did that disappear? I'm curious.
You know how man. You know how that shit is. They had a bunch of stuff. They make it think that Diddy had a bunch of young girls under his basement and all this other type of shit. Yeah, I keep talking about Cassie. Cassie got millions and millions of fucking dollars already. You see what I'm saying? Not saying that what happened was okay. It's just that she got paid. Like, get rid of that.
But whatever they did, by the end of the day, all I got to say is, I feel if this is a breakthrough for him to get freedom again, he better be on his P's and Q's with what God got for him and listen to God this go around. I'm just keeping it real. Like, yeah, he better do God's work this go around. and all that, take that and all these hits, he better team up with Kirk Franklin and get the stomping. You know what I'm saying? Because when
you come out with the album, it's gonna slap. That next album's gonna be platinum. Everybody's gonna listen to that shit.
Better be gospel.
That's my point. Like, it's something, I ain't trying to say, I ain't trying to push the Christian into his face, but at the same time, bro, you gotta listen to God when God's speaking. You know what I'm saying?
Sanctify yourself, brother. And a lot of people are scared to get like baptized. Like that should be something really big. And before my brother went in, I asked him one thing. I said, bro, only thing I need from you out of anything, I just need you to go get baptized. I bought him to go get baptized that summer. I mean, that Sunday, bro. That was a big release off me. Once I know it, then I was like, yo, you can do whatever, man. And that's a huge thing, man. Go get a new life, man. You see what I'm saying? Y'all don't be scared to go get baptized. Get all that old stuff up off you, man. Because I had to do it. I had a bunch of old stuff on me that had to get released. I had to retill my grass. You know what I'm saying? Now the new grass can grow. Now it's gonna grow bigger, stronger, man. You got to do it. Once you get right with God and you get that one center with him, all that other outside noise and all that stuff that's trying to discourage you and stuff like you ain't gonna feel it. It's like going through
And
cutting grass.
I every time I go down, every time I get to an ocean, I walk into the ocean, and you know, I sink into it, and with no fear. You know, somebody asked me one day, it was like, man, you ain't worried about no sharks? And I was like, nah, man, I'm cool with God. You know what I'm saying? I know He got me covered. And so when I was just down there in Miami for the American Black Film Festival, and I made sure that I made it a must to go do my sunrise meditation and prayer at the beach, you know, right there on South Beach. And I would go into the water and just bathe myself and baptize myself and just, you know, cleanse myself, because every morning was different, man. It was different for me because I knew, you know, there was a sanctification that had to happen every day. You know what I'm saying? And so
Yo, die daily, bro.
Yeah, and the ocean to me is symbolic to just washing everything away, man. And then I would just, you know, get into the water, come out, then sit on the beach on the shore for a little while, and pray and meditate and get rid of negative thoughts, because you know people can piss you off sometimes. You can get in on a phone call, a conference call about business, and they come at you the wrong way. So I had to shake a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I did it, and I was able to do it because God knows, you know. I don't want the bully or the beast to come out no more. No pun intended. You know what I'm
saying? Respect.
What's something, Mike? What's something that you are afraid of, bro?
What am I afraid of?
Yeah.
Somebody put me in a situation where loved ones are at risk of dying in front of my face.
Good.
Damn.
But I shouldn't be afraid of that. It's just what I feel like it would feel like to have to watch it.
Yeah. But damn, hopefully you don't gotta be put in that situation, because I don't see that shit ever happening to me. Like, yo, we got your sisters. Like, I'd be like, yo, what the fuck did I do? God damn.
Exactly.
You never know though. Never know.
That's my point. That's my point. You never know. And then, like, I think so. There was one guy that I was on the inside with, and his whole family was mistaken for a whole other family, and he had to kill the guys that came into his home and held them hostage. And the whole time, the guy that got away said, man, they weren't even the people we were after. We figured that out later on because he got locked up. He escaped. But they found him because he popped up on the camera. This was right before I came home. And the guy was telling me the story. He said, man, they kidnapped the wrong damn family.
Damn.
So, yeah, you never know, right?
Yeah, I guess. You kidnapped the wrong family. That'd be damn.
Yo, I always tell people, afraid of myself, man. I'm afraid to go back to who I used to be. You know what I'm saying? Because I went so far to go back and fall all the way back down here again. Jesus.
You're not going to go back, brother. You're not going to go back. So don't be afraid of that no more. You're not going back. I promise you.
We got another story. McDonald's settles a $10 billion ad discrimination lawsuit with Byron Allen.
Wow.
McDonald's has he reached out.
He knows how to get a lawsuit, boy. That brother.
I'm trying to read the story, and it says that Byron Allen accused the company excluding black-owned media from its advertising budget through racial stereotyping. Oh, so I guess McDonald's is only using white entertainment companies and shit. And he was like, "Yo, where's the black-owned media?" And he sued for that, and he got $10 million. $10 billion.
Wow.
$10 billion.
Crazy.
So now he's a billionaire. Wow.
A multi-billionaire.
He already a billionaire. That's the dude who own all of those weather channels and stuff.
Is how it is? Let me Google him real quick. I don't.
He like the richest. He the richest black person in America.
Byron Allen is actually a guy that started off in comedy way back in the day. He was kind of like what they call code switching comedy. And I didn't know he was already a billionaire off of Weather Channel though. I didn't know that.
It's something like that. He owned like networks or something.
Well, he had a network that he was trying to buy with somebody else, I think. But they they stiffed him like they did your boy, Mr. Pudding Pop.
What up?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so he got awarded $10 billion for racial discrimination, bro. I don't know, man. Sometimes I wish I gotta figure something out. I gotta get discriminated at an airport or something. I gotta get paid. Shit real out here.
Beat up.
Beat up by somebody. But
that's I mean, man, I don't know. Oh, here's a scratch off ticket, one of the two.
You'll be surprised, but you'd be surprised what you could sue for, bro. You could sue for anything. You slip on a puddle as a rap, you get rich. So
yeah, it's like you could walk into somebody's front yard and slip on their doorstep because they had, I don't know, ice up there because they didn't clean the ice and snow off their doorsteps and sue them. Ain't that crazy?
Yep, it's a beautiful thing. Let's get into some black excellence, y'all. Michael Blackson, the comedian, he just welcomed his son with his fiance. That is crazy. Shout out to Michael Blackson, man, still having kids out there.
That's my dude. I know Mike, man. He's a good dude, man.
That's what's up. And the final black excellence is Freddie Gibbs. He's a rapper, and he bought property for his children. I'm sharing the screen right now. I don't know if you can see it, but
that's what I was talking about. That's where it's at.
Yeah, so Freddie Gibbs is out here spreading generational wealth. He visited his old block in Gary, Indiana, right there, and bought his children their own subdivision.
Now that's black excellence. That is black excellence.
Let me Google what a subdivision. Do any of you guys know what a subdivision is? Or not?
Yeah, it's like outside of like the area that's like a neighborhood outside of a city.
The neighborhood.
Subdivision is like an apartment building. It's probably like 10.
Gotcha. That's awesome. Yeah, so they're set. They're gonna be set for a while as long as they can maintain that. Pretty dope.
God bless us. So.
And now we're gonna get to my favorite part of the show called "Where in the World is Wax?" And this is a segment where our listeners send us videos of people that look like Wax and be like, "Yo, come get your boy, man. What is Wax doing?" So
I gotta see. Let's see some dudes that look like Wax. I gotta see this.
Let me see what we got.
You got some 2020 twins out there.
Oh yeah, we got a good one. Hold on, let me share my screen. This is hilarious. Okay. Wax, what are you doing?
See where I'm...
Video.
Let me see.
What the hell
Yo, come on, man.
It's tied up right now. That's tied up. That's actually a rental I had. That's a rental I just got. They have no other cars. You know how to get a truck, but if I had a truck, it'd never hit the ground. That's why I don't never have cars, bro. Just this type of shit.
That is funny. That is funny.
Yes, sir. Well, guys.
That's why I get trucks. Bro.
Yeah.
Peace.
Yeah, it's another episode of Bull and the Beast, y'all. Yo, Mike, shout us out. Where can we find you and your production and all your stuff that you got going on, bro? Shout yourself out.
Well, look, man, you can find me on Instagram at Movie Man Mike. Movie Man Mike is that easy, man. But you can look at some of my movies on Tubi, Amazon Prime. Look up A Polished Soul. That's my life story, man. I mean, it's one of the biggest accomplishments of my life because I did it all, as a one-man production team, but with a great cast and great people that got behind me. But it's A Polished Soul, and it stars Shar Jackson, Bird, who's the bailiff from Judge Judy, Oba Babatunde, and Hawthorne James, who's Red from the Five Heartbeats. And man, it's just my life story, man. My son plays me when I was 6 years old. It's just it's my story I want to share with people to show the cast that, man, when you think that street life is where it's at, man, that's where it'll take you into that journey of the penitentiary. But man, yeah, Movie Man Mike on Instagram. It's that easy, and then just just keep up with your boy because I'm doing bigger and better things because God allows me to. All right.
Oh, I love that. Daytona, we can reach you at. We can follow you at, man.
And y'all can follow me at D5YTONA on all platforms. I rap. I got a song out right now called Stupid Bitch. Fire. Before I get out of here, I want to say this. Wax, like I've been following your journey like for a long time, like Brilliant Idiots, like so like years ago. So when you and L'Oreal did this podcast, like I've listened like since the first episode, I promise you.
That's fire.
And I actually met L'Oreal at Lip Service in Chicago one year. And I called in to this show. I don't know if you remember, but I know when y'all did a recap, y'all brought the story up, like the first year recap. It was me who called about I asked y'all about like how should I tell my girl like her coochie stank? Like without, I don't know if you remember that story. Like it was a long time ago.
That sounds like some loudspeaker studio days.
But this is a long time ago, and y'all answered it. Y'all actually didn't give me no type of answer. And I don't know. I brought it to her attention, and she just told me no, it don't. So we ended up just like it just never worked out because she didn't believe that it smelled terrible.
You gotta put it in there, blah. That's you right there.
She couldn't smell it. We'd do it, and like she'd suck it after, and like nothing.
Was it during COVID?
Nah, this is a long time ago. So this was like 2019, like 2020 or something like that. It was a long time ago.
Yeah, that's when we first was getting started.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Appreciate that, bro. Really appreciate that. We appreciate everybody who listens to the show, man. I mean, a lot of times I go places, people like, yo, Bully and the Beast. I'd be like, and you'd be surprised who it is, how they look. They be short Chinese. They be like rock star white boys. You know what I mean? It's all type of people that really listen to us and rock us, and I try to be authentic as possible. You know, not trying to put so much out of my personal life, but at the same time, you know, keep it the real that you try to do. You know what I'm saying? Everybody be trying to sugarcoat it. I don't sugarcoat nothing.
Gangstar had a song way back in the day called Mass Appeal. You remember that song?
Oh yeah.
That's what that's called. That's mass appeal, man. When you have mass appeal, you know, you have that crossover effect. It means that Earth is your turf, like Rakim said, and God gives you that opportunity to make sure that you reach any and everybody. So what does that mean? That you got to keep perpetuating this thing, man, and this got to be longevity for y'all. You feel what I'm saying? I felt like I was at home talking to y'all. I felt like I was having a family reunion with my
cousins.
The
boys, bro.
Yeah, my nephew. Like that's just how I felt. And so, I mean, for somebody to feel like that with you, you know, that has this persona where, you know, I gotta trust things before I dive into anything. So the fact that I can feel trust with you guys, that means that y'all got mass appeal, man. So hold on to that. That's a gift, man. And you see how you just influenced and inspired the young brother, what he just said. I mean, you know, if we can hit any and every level of generations, man, then we got this, you know what I'm saying? And y'all got this. So keep up the good work. I'm proud of y'all, brothers, man.
Amen. Wax, what you got coming out, bro?
Yeah, of course, you know, every Thursday comedy nights, man, all people want to come over and have just, you know, I pay you. You want to come out here, I pay $1 a minute, $2 a minute, $3 a minute. It all depends on you, A, B, or C listener, performer with the comedy shows. Just come out here. Just, you know, everybody want to work on their craft on Thursdays, Friday night. We got to figure that out. It was my college night, but that's my Saturdays now. Come get married out here. I don't care if it's a fake wedding. Your girl want to try it out before you actually really do get married. I got an event space. I got a spot for your bachelor parties, anything you want. Boat rides, four-wheeler track in the back, shoot guns. You know what I mean? Come out at a place to go resort. And, of course, come look at the Bully and the Beast and WAXKYNG. That's a place to go _SC. Holla at your boy. Yes, and Mike, I want to holla at the show for real, man. I got something fire. I know it's gonna work crazy. Holla at me.
Let's talk. Let's talk. Hit me up.
Word. And I got the Polymath Network page. I do my walk and talk interviews. Yo, Mike, I might gotta come down to North Carolina and do a walk and talk and get your story for real. And I got so many questions, and especially that.
Bro, let me know. Let me know. I'm or I can come with you. I promise you.
Lord, that's fire. Yeah, just starting from zero to a media company and getting in the field like that. I think it's an incredible journey, and I would love to know more about that and stuff like that. But yo, guys, it's been Bully and the Beast podcast. It's your boy Twerk.
Can I say one thing?
Go ahead.
All right. I wouldn't be a real nigga if I didn't say this.
Yeah.
But I don't expect the answer or nothing, but Wax, if there's any hope in the future that you could ever get back on Brilliant Idiots, bro, just for like people who OG fans of you and stuff, like I know it's like I know it's probably like a lot going on, but man, I fell in love with the stories of like just like how you used to like be and stuff like that, like and you know, like your growth and all of that. Like it's really like it really feels like you put your whole journey out there. And so like you always got a fan in me, man. And I speak for so many people when we say like just one, if you could just make it happen, bro. I give my left nut for you to just if you could make it happen, bro. That's all I'm asking.
We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it happen through AI. All right.
Whatever you
Listen,
gotta do,
I'm
man.
say this, man. God is timing is everything, and God is fully in control of everything in my life. When I daily die daily to myself, my feelings, and like he was saying, how he sanctifies himself every day, baptize yourself in some way, and do it with a purpose. Just don't like, man. They said I'm bullying beef. I'm gonna baptize myself. No, go ahead and really baptize yourself with a purpose to come out a new creature. And when you do that, we don't know what's tomorrow might hold. You see what I'm saying? So be
Right.
free to
Exactly.
that. So I can't even tell you what the future holds, and I respect everybody who understands, you know what I'm saying? Because I
Yeah.
definitely try to put that to words, be entertaining at the same time as, you know, bringing God. I call it mixing the medicine and the candy together. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, that's dope.
Yes, sir. Well, it's been another episode of Bully and the Beast. Hope y'all join another time too. When we get L'Oreal on here, I think you guys will make a great conversation when she joins the next time. All right. So once again, it's Bully
Hey,
and the Beast podcast. Make sure you rate, review, subscribe,
Let me tell a friend,
and we'll catch y'all next week. Thank you guys.
I
Peace.
love.
listen,
Peace.
appreciate y'all.